song, not ready for you. It's a good song, but we're not gonna listen to that right now. Let me pull up all my things. There's my things. We're coming back. Back we are. Alright. I have no idea how long the rest of this is gonna take, but I feel very close to the end. And anyway, nervous, Sayana?
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Yeah, because you didn't know how to break up with a person. You shitbird. Anyway, get ready. Dettlaff will be here any minute.
Let's get ready. Dettlaff will be here any moment now.
Dettlaff, sorry. Dettlaff. Loff, 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 loff. Alright, here we go. I don't know. I'm excited and it made me make noises. Caw, caw! Baga! Is that him? Can he turn into a bird, or do we just wait for like hours and he's not here? He's drawn in the dirt. She's walking around. Oh, I like those boots. They look like boots I have, except buttons on the inside of the calves does not work for women. You can tell this game was designed by men. Or at least the animators were men. Or the character designists. Because you'd get your legs caught on each other all the time.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Dettlaff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not.
Leave it be,
In forgiving you,
Geralt.
I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
What? Do you think you'd have preferred to play vanilla game, wait a few months, then play DLC? Seems like going vanilla
Seems
straight to
I've
both
been
DLCs is
fooled
a bit much.
again.
Yeah.
She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna fight him now. In short, yes. I have reasons. But I'm not gonna bother saying anything until I'm done with the DLC. And then I'll give my overall thoughts. What the? He doesn't want to kill you. Stop being a dick. Don't you fucking dare. Oh, come on now.
I want you just You tricked me. Both of you!
I really didn't.
Plan any of it.
Silence!
Okay, this is not going too hot. Oh! Whoa! Oops, oops. Oh, I forgot that I can't level up. I should have leveled up before this fight because he could be taking bleeding damage right now. I just pop some olives in my mouth while we're fighting. Is that cool? I don't think I'll choke on them. But if I do, can you just do the Heimlich maneuver so we can have an honorable duel? This is very much roll around the game. Because he's just too badass. Like. Oh, okay. Alright. What the shit? What the fuck? What is this nastiness? What no?
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no. Oh, the bats. Oh, the bats. So bad. Bats! Ah! Okay, he's on the ground. What the shit is even happening? What is that weird, like, blood font on the ground? Oh, cunt face. Stop it. Stop that. That's gross. I don't know what you're doing, but it's nasty. What the can I just not dodge the bats? Oh, that's not at all what I meant to have. Okay, alright. Dead. Sounds like that was so bad. Okay. We kind of just went from cutscene to cutscene. Hold on, can I please level? What? I need 5 points in the branch to unlock? Get out of here. I'll just do this because I have it. I don't even have it in a slot, but whatever, I don't care. It's fine. Oh shit, I need... oh fuck. Dude, thank you for the host. I don't know why my bot did not, alert me. I also need to fix up my sword. If I can. I don't even know if I can. My sword's just fucked up. Yep, I don't have any more. My sword's at... my sword's at 43% and I can't fix it. Cool.
I want to check the
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
Eat some olives! I said olives! Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Now he turns into a grody beast. He turns real gross, and I can't even skip this. He just does this now. I like how all of his hair, like, it must have turned into veins or something.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
What the shit am I supposed to do about those bats? Excuse me. I'm only dodging now. Eat some olives! Okay, I just need to roll past when I think the bats are gonna happen. Cool. Okay, another transformation, that's what I assumed. Or some cutscene thing. He's like, you fucked up my wings, son! He's drinking my blood? He's drinking my blood! What the shit is that? What the fuck is that? Ew! He's undulating blood capsule man. Yordle. Wait, why are there like 8 of them?
That will stop me. Let her die, Witcher!
You know what I would like? I would like Igni. I want to set you on fire. Huh! Excuse me, you're really gross. Oh, nasty! Nasty! This is really gross. Excuse me, you're really, really gross. Please desist. Like, I don't even know what it is that I'm hitting. Stop. Oh, stop that. You know what? T-Bird! I forgot about T-Bird. Oh shit, I'm taking damage. Whatever, it's fine. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm trying to roll away. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! What is this nastiness? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Consume. Okay, cool. What is that? Expelled nastiness again. Oh, I sliced him right through the butt crack. Hey, Pancake! Sneaky Pancake is sneaky. Hey, man, how you doing? Regis, go help Regis. Oh my god, he's still alive. Fucking how? We gotta save our bro. He's the best bro. You okay? I know he'll recover, but still. Are you seriously trying to regenerate that shit? Regis, you know what you have to do, I think. I know you don't want to. I didn't want to either.
Leave him to me.
I know.
Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Let them have their moment. Just do it. Respect. Why aren't you doing it when he's... Oh. I was really worried he was gonna wait too long. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Regis. Two weeks later, in a tailor shop.
My, what a smashing ensemble.
I hate it.
You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available.
It's very
and
well
according to
crafted.
the best tailoring practices.
It's still ugly.
But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
I'm used to wearing something different.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
He looks so uncomfortable.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud.
I would clean my
Palace
armor.
protocol places enormous emphasis on form.
All right,
virtuous
shush. Just
etiquette.
tailor the damn clothes already.
A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else, which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Can sense that philosophical mood coming on.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. Not
You like
because
the
they refuse
Novigrad
to
noble
buy you
robes?
a
I
new
don't know what those
outfit.
look like.
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it.
Reminds me. Black, black, and black. Well, Nilfgaard was also a mostly black outfit. You could get a Skellige outfit that was mostly black. And the one that we wore here in Toussaint was also mostly black. Have to head out. If you're finished by the time I get back, have a great rest of your day, Electa. Thanks, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm assuming we'll be done with this game, but I'm still going to stream until 7. I'm just going to play something else.
Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Syanna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
How do you know the boot black delivered the letters? That's a good question. You're never done with the game. You're never done with game. Geralt is done with you. Yeah, I'm assuming this is like the end cutscenes. Like I'm assuming, this is my guess, don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, like 15 more minutes.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
Makes sense.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
Fair. Burb. Alright, be right back. Soviet Russia. Game plays you. Yeah, I don't know if you were here for it, but I think it was Dad Viking mistyped. He made a typo when he was saying something in chat. And he typed Gerlat instead of Geralt. So now Gerlat is our derpy Russian counterpart to Geralt. And so anytime Geralt is being really derpy, we talk about Geralt. No point investigating further. Not bad as ideas go. Talking to the Boot Black. Let's meet there. You're right. Need to talk to the Boot Black. Let's go. I mean, if there are any loose ends, I'll tie them up. I'm not one of those, like,
why not check
cases
up on
closed
that? We'll go
when
together,
there's
assuming we're done here.
clues to
I
be-
am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due.
Oh, shush.
Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
I'm gonna change,
Promise to
bro.
be careful.
I'm not... Come on, don't make me walk around in this gear. That would be so stupid. I would change first into my armor.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly
This
tell
small
you all
child
I
knows
know.
the word proponent.
But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
They're brand new.
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I
He
shall
knows
take
the drill,
advantage as
though.
well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
What is he gonna do with those white, like, brocade boots? How's business?
How's business?
Well enough, I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Letters you delivered, remember them?
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Oh, you little nugget. Beggars, who were they?
Beggars.
Fucking beggars, man.
Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
So there's a
Just
fifth
4?
beggar out
Sure
there.
you didn't get a fifth?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Oh boy.
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Remember what they looked like?
Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged.
He doesn't understand the
unshaved.
question. He's answering to the
clothes were
best of his
tattered.
ability. It's kind of cute.
As to their boots, well, I mentioned that already.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid.
Man, my shoes
your
look
trouble.
fucking ridiculous.
We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Huh? I thought that was going to be the end of the game. I wouldn't have put that in Quen, but whatever. This is not actually taking effect. It really doesn't matter where I put my points at this point. Point.
Her man will ever be sober.
Wine is dearer when she's a dearer.
Okay.
To move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need... You What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion.
Yeah, I only wanted the
Gentlemen,
one, and I got the one I wanted.
Please. Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Where's the harm in them living here?
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why.
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor.
And where can I
fighter for
get out of these
justice.
cutscenes and find a barber,
nuisance.
please?
We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
They're just people. They're not scary. Meaning you're decent? Welcome back, Trumpet.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
I like that Reed just got him out of the way.
She's a get hurt. I let you call.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. God. I can't tell, like, depth-wise where the fuck I am.
Not a witcher.
Okay. Champion of champions, miracle of miracles.
Grey hair, puppy knobber.
My what? Excuse me? Pardon?
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
Fistfights are the bane of this game.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with
Everything's
them,
a
but
wee
they'd
bit
beat
funky.
me blue had you not come along.
That's fine. Don't
I'm
worry about it.
grateful.
I got you.
immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Cool. What's this place, even though you literally just told me?
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that.
Crazy house.
They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because it's the right thing to
Because
do?
they need help.
Yeah. Need some information.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Okay. All the beggars will be here?
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Solid. Thanks, we will wait.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
I like lettuce. Nice of you to lettuce. Lettuce is delicious. A few hours later, and I'm still in my fancy frock.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you.
Oh, pardon me.
Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Don't
Does
say it like an
anyone know
accusation.
what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. And Freshy, he got one.
but he can't tell you, as he's not here.
Okay. So that's 3.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Continuity errors. So, we found information saying if you don't kill these 5 dudes within 3 days, your love dies. That was the information we got, and he's like, I'm supposed to deliver it 2 days after this thing. Blah, 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 blah. Letters meaningless. Give me, please.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you.
Why are you threatening him? Just
Plain
ask him
and
for it.
simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyway.
It's always muddy
It's
there.
always muddy.
Thank you.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well.
Whose name is
I
it?
must say, even I did not expect this.
I have a couple of guesses.
This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated
Yeah, I thought that
Siana
was
rather grossly.
gonna be it.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Complete the puzzle for you? Question mark?
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Last victim, the Duchess. Well, yes.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
What the fuck are you doing up there?
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast.
And then
Obscured
compassion.
the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
To take
Yes,
what she sees.
yes, and yes.
Well,
All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
think it's a good idea? Don't I have to... I mean, I want to know.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme. Think she'll even want to?
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way to try?
I could probably kick her ass.
Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
Are you coming with?
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage.
That is
Besides,
smart.
I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence.
She treated Detloff cruelly.
Caused his death in the end.
Very
and now this,
cruelly.
atop all that, no, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Optional, talk to Siana. We're gonna go talk to her. Okay, so my guess of 15 minutes, I think, is now inaccurate. if we were just going to a ceremony and it was just going to do cutscenes and dialogue, then I would say... Hold on, before I do this, I need to see a barber. I know this is really silly, but I'm gonna port to see a barber first. Did you hear that? There was someone moaning in the background. Have fun. Have fun with that. Alright. I also see this, but I'm not picking... We're so close to the end of the game. I'm not picking up another fucking quest. I want to. Like, badly I want to. Here we go. Tourney grounds. I wonder why it's muddy every day.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast, I am in your debt.
It wasn't me, but okay.
Welcome, Sir Geralt. I've heard tell of your
We're
accomplishments.
getting a shave.
Need a bit of
so that I
grooming.
get rid of this stupid mustache. Get this mustache off my face. Clean shave, since I can't do all over scruff that's the same length. How you doing, Leda David?
My time's up. So long.
I like that he takes his shirt off for that. So unnecessary. Anyway. We'll fast travel back. Talk to Damien. Sienna first. Okay. There we go. Haha, we've saved. I've never shaved with a shirt on in my life. Really? Not even when you... Like, if you're going to a barber and he's shaving you, you're gonna take your shirt off? I find that hard to believe. Ooh, look how pretty. That's quite a lovely view. You could fall down the stairs. Oh, look, it's beautiful! I just fall down. Okay, she's up. Hello? She's up further? How? Where? Locked. Oh, there we go.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna urgently.
Of course you would, Joe. Good, just got home and saw you were streaming Witcher. Yep, this is the last day. We're finishing it. I want to talk to her.
Want to talk to her? It's important.
Axie.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time.
Shut your
Not
dick.
one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation. Urgently.
Ah,
Just
fine
Axie
then.
him.
You're that Witcher who
Okay,
solved the murders,
he's smart.
no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Thank you.
Promise to be brief.
Pomp and strange circumstance.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
If she tries to escape, I
Have
can
you come
definitely
to see how I
incapacitate her.
fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me
I
for...
know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear.
That window is beautiful.
Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, forgot about you. That's what she said. I don't think it's because of the curse. I think it's also because of envy, because the only reason she said she wanted the jewel and the wine is because she was like, it was my due, it's mine by birthright. And this I know that she believes from the other dialogue. But I totally forgot until the game said it just now. But she didn't actually forget about her. That's the thing that bothers me. It's like, how was she supposed to know where her sister was, you know? She was a child. Hello?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you.
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated.
What's your deal?
Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Well, there you go. Honesty, finally. Ever thought to forgive her? Think I've heard enough. I'm just gonna ask. Ever thought you're gonna forgive her? When I went to my hairdresser, I asked her how they learned to shave people with a razor. She told me, and I quote, "I would have to kill you if I told you." Should use that self-same straight razor. Anyway.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me,
She didn't. There's no she didn't option. One, she was a child. Two, fucking ask her. I guess more this than the other thing, but also, she was a kid. What was she supposed to do? Go run after you?
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me, to justify it.
She didn't do anything.
Maybe. But there's nothing
She's a
out there to
kid.
justify what you did to her and all Toussaint.
Frustrating.
Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
Ugh. You really want a happy ending, don't you? Ugh.
I
with
want
all of us
people to
living
talk to
happily
each
ever
other.
after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Why are people so scared of talking to each other? This is a constant thread throughout, like, every piece of media you will ever find.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Most conflict arises from people not talking to each other. I need to tend to something.
Need to tend to one thing first. I'll look in on him afterwards.
So be it.
Okay, so literally the only thing I can do is talk to Damien. Okay. Is this stairs? Okay. I thought it was possibly going to give me another option, which would be like just go to the ceremony or go talk. Or was that what they were asking of me? He was like, Commander so-and-so needs to speak to you. It's a land of blood and wine. It must have a happy ending. Well, we've already had the blood part and the wine part. So why not just more wine? Feel free. So that was not a rhetorical question. Was that what the option was? Is that like one of those hidden options where you're not really sure What the game's asking you. I want to know. Before I start traveling all over, I'll just redo that last bit. I like this song. Joe Bowtry. I don't even understand what you're asking. When the guard came and was like, hey, Commander so-and-so needs you, option 1 was like, okay, I'll go talk to him. Number 2 was, there's something else I have to do. I'll meet him wherever later. And I chose 2. And he goes, okay, I'll tell him you'll meet him later. And I just didn't know if that was one of those, like, hidden options where, like, you're not sure what the game is trying to get you to choose between, but you're making a significant choice. But you're unaware that you're making a significant choice. So I just didn't know if I chose 1. Has nothing to do with any of the twist endings or whatever. I don't know. I just wasn't sure if that first option to, like, okay, I'll go talk to him was saying, like, I will not divulge this information I found. Because that wasn't clear to me if that was the case. But it seems like you're telling me that this is the only option that you have. I think it's just an hour later thing. Okay. I wasn't sure if it would pop up a thing like go talk to Damien or go to this bro. I don't know.
Geralt, it's about time.
Wasn't
Ready
paying
for
enough
the
attention.
ceremony?
Ooh, his scars are healing nicely. Don't look too good. He looks fine. Okay, so here's where you make the decision. Now I don't know. Because I'm sure if I tell him this, he's going to be like, she must die now. And I think we can start the ceremony as I'm going to keep this information to myself. And Sienna said that she would probably try to kill her again. But I don't know if me talking to her made her change her mind. I think I should have saved before I got into this conversation. Anyway, I'm gonna pick this and see what happens. I'm hoping that I will get another choice to be like, if we could just get them in a room to, like, talk to each other, then maybe she can forgive her and we don't have to go through this whole thing. But she's gonna be a threat until they talk to each other. But I also don't want to just throw her under the bus and be like, well, she's kind of a shitlord. You know, fine. She's a shitlord.
Important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely.
Yes.
Found proof.
I'd like to order some extra friends for the hype gang,
Murders
please.
the mayhem she brought down on the city were they not
Aeolus, 1
She
second and I
sought
will
to
welcome
strike
you.
down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally.
I had no
I
idea her
thank you,
full
Witcher,
name was Sylvia.
for alerting me.
Wait, wait,
and
wait,
I
wait.
appreciate your attentiveness.
Hang on, bro.
Let's begin the ceremony.
That's it?
Come
That's
with
it?
me.
What?
The Duchess awaits.
Question mark? And random fucking roses? What is that supposed to indicate to me? Hold on, I'm gonna welcome you, I just don't wanna miss anything in the
guild's
cutscene.
name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
was a very informal bow
Geralt
he
of
just gave
Rivia
me.
has arrived.
Alright.
My dear subjects, we
Stop
come
talking
now
so I can
to
welcome
our
Aeolus.
next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
What was I doing
We
just there?
bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our
Ooh,
desire.
I like that.
May the symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
I have bad feelings about that wine glass.
In more familiar terms now,
Okay.
I thank
That made
you
me nervous.
immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sangria, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
That's awesome.
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Okay, we have dialogue options. That means it's time to welcome Aeolus. Thank you for the follow. We're hyped that you've joined us. Joined the hype gang. That's what you've done when you hit the follow button. That's what you did. You got this. Hey, you got this. Hey, you got this. This is what you wanted. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Can't wait, truly honored. I have bad news. I want to talk about this some more. I want to talk everyone's traumatized now. I want to talk about this more. I'm sorry to spoil the occasion, but like I'm unsatisfied with everything that's happened with this so far.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace.
Good, I'm glad he said that.
Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Syanna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's fifth victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I'm sorry, she
I
confirmed
have
it
proof.
herself. They did a really good job with his scar.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Syanna.
Yes!
Will you assist me?
Talk to the human!
You
Talk
returned
to the
my sister
human!
to me. Yet what you tell me now, I find devastating.
I know you do. It's okay.
I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly.
That's also
I'd far
very
prefer
wise.
to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
Aww.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
Not anymore.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
Can I change out of this outfit, though?
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Oh, you're welcome, Eolus. You're very welcome. How are you doing today?
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
Free to do as I choose, and also she asked me to. Both. Both of these options. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
The Duchess requested I be present.
And I shall
have
take the
committed
opportunity to
crimes.
interject.
Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
She probably wouldn't think I was impartial if she knew that I banged her sister. How close are we to a witching hour? Very close. Sciona's crimes were horrible, but she had cause to feel pain. Sciona's clearly guilty, that's all that matters. I don't like either of these options. It's somewhere in between is what I would say, but this is closer to what I would say. What she did was fucked up. She had reason to feel pain. I don't know that she had reason to cause pain.
Bitterness consumes Scianna. She had cause to resent
Shawnee's
many
not in
of
this
the
part of the game no
Beauclair.
more.
I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to
Good.
take.
That's like exactly what I would say.
Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... your dagger hurt most. You were my Honorietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
She was a child. She was a kid, hello. I'm glad that this is an option. I'm clearly gonna say this first, because I always say the non-yellow. I don't know what color I would call that. It's not quite white. This is white. This is like a cream. But yeah, I will always love Shani, and Shani will always come first, but in this game, Shani did not want to be with me. So that means Geralt is a single lady, or man. He is unattached, except by the heart. Anyway, you claim to understand all those you detested had killed? That's also true. Cream or off-white?
Claim to understand
I'd have to
them all?
see it in like a
Why'd you
bigger
come back
swatch
for
of color
revenge?
rather
Have them
than...
all cut down then.
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Honorietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
She didn't want you exiled, you dipshit.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders.
Fish
which we
bladders.
filled with rancid suet on a lark.
And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
You fucked up.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid. The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships.
Inappropriate friendships?
They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Oh, it's kind of getting me. Oh.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Look at those stars.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that.
I love
The
Regis.
tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor
Volcanic
profile
soil.
and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Are we legit picking fucking flowers right now? Right now in the dark. Oh, you teared up too? Oh, good. Yeah, everyone else is waiting for her to shank. Everyone else is waiting for the betrayal. I had faith.
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Sure. I will humor you. He's the best friend. Like, he is so loyal. I love Dandelion and Zoltan. Like, he has my back beyond what is reasonable. And I'm sure they do too, Zoltan and Dandelion. We just haven't, like, seen it firsthand. Really?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then.
This is such a
Let's
strange end to the game.
This moonlight makes...
I'm so confused by this game right now. Alright, let's put this shit on. Oh, look. Yeah, the Beauclair gear is fucking ugly. What is this weird, like, pig mask? Specific gloves for picking mandrake. Alright, man, you got it.
Dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No,
Succubus
I
twins?
was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Regis is one of those friends you keep for a lifetime. Well, multiple lifetimes, because both, like, kind of long-living things. He's, like, immortal. I know you prefer not to have any book spoilers, but I think I'm okay in saying that Regis is, in fact, a book character. It's been mentioned. Okay. I mean, I don't remember, but I don't need to know this. That is not necessary information. Where are you going? Taking the long way around? Alright. Mandrake root. Mandrake root. Loot! I did it, Regis! I got one! Here's another one. Bloop! Yeah, don't talk about the books, guys. I don't want to know.
Where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
Hello? Regis.
Damn it, where'd you go?
Where is he
Regis.
off to?
You raise your hand!
Oh, she's just on fire. She's dead. I can't see you.
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we have a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Well, I'm not gonna be here, so who
I get
matters?
it.
It doesn't matter.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Let's do it, Regis. My bro. Best part about the books are the words on the pages. Shh, don't tell Lecta.
Supreme bouquet.
Dick.
Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
What is a firm beginning when
much
you're
of a
talking about
connoisseur.
liquid?
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Yes, I think I'll settle down there for good. No. I'm gonna go to Kedwin. This is role-playing now. I'm gonna go to Kedwin and go hang out with Shawnee. No, I was made to kill monsters. I'm just gonna go with, I don't know. Just because I can, like, settle down doesn't mean I gotta do it here. So I'm just gonna go non-committal answer.
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not?
Sure.
We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Whatever you say.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
That's why you have to drink it all.
Errol.
Hello?
Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
I don't know.
Killed him.
Oh, okay.
Sure wasn't easy, though.
I thought it was gonna give me dialogue options, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, where will you go? But yeah, that's why everyone in this land is drunk, because they didn't have, any, Joe, you know better than that. Come on now. They don't have enough space in the cellars, so they gotta drink all the wine.
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Could also go to Skellige.
Interesting point of view.
Skellige's pretty. And they're all about the supernatural. They're not necessarily like, kill it. They're just like, these are just things that exist.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
What are you looking at me for? He's like, stop playing the game. That ending was a little weird. I know we said that we would meet Regis, and I like Regis. And I'm glad that we know what's going on with him, but I would have preferred the ending of just when it zoomed out on the sisters being all happy. I think that would have been a better ending. Not necessarily because it has to end on like a super happy note, but just everything was kind of tied up. This was kind of like an epilogue. But it's like an epilogue that I didn't need. You know? Anyway, so let me tell you my thoughts. Still one more thing I need to do. Well, I'm letting the credits play out, so just... Or are you trolling me? Can I say my closing thoughts, or is there actually more gameplay after this? Alright, fine. So, my closing thoughts on The Witcher 3, Hearts of Stone, Blood and Wine. I enjoyed the experience. It was so long, though. It was so long. And Joe, I know that, you asked me earlier if I thought that it would have been a better experience to chop it up and, like, have a break between the main game and the DLC. And I say yes, but not because it's super, super long and it took forever, but more because the ending of Vanilla was so good. It was so good and like just so satisfying, and it got me pumped. I was like, yeah, that's fucking hype. I was so excited. And then like Hearts of Stone, my god, you guys know the hype that happened with Hearts of Stone. But then that really dragged with the stupid wedding. I really hated that quest. That was incredibly tedious. And that like ruined the whole experience for me, which is really unfortunate because I was so excited. Oh my god! 'Cause you're awesome! Grats Lecta, Duke's Madness Hype Love. Thank you! Thank you, Dukes! How are you, my dear? Trumpet, can I have a caster command for Darling Dukes, please? But yeah, it's just, I hated that quest, and it took like 3 or 4 hours real time for me to get through it. That is ridiculous. Even if I didn't find it frustrating, that's still a really, really long time for an in-game quest to take. That's too much, in my opinion. It's way too much, and I was just like, I felt so, like, the frustration fatigued me. So that just kind of like brought down the whole experience for me, which is really unfortunate because I was really enjoying the whole thing. But overall, I really enjoyed all of it. I've got fond memories from all of the bits. This game has the same problems that I had with games 1 and 2, and if you've watched me play 3, I've mentioned it a bunch of times. Also, if you've watched me play 1 and 2, you know my problems there. I've come to expect it. There's going to be, like, continuity errors, and the game assuming that you have information that you don't, and etc, etc. I'm not going to bother getting into it. I mean, by the time I got to the 3rd game, I was expecting that. So it's, like, more irritating than, like, keeping me from enjoying it. It's unfortunate, is more my feelings about it. I know that everyone said the story in Blood and Wine was, like, the best thing in the universe. I actually, if you take out the stupid wedding quest that I loathe, I liked Hearts of Stone better. I liked that whole story better. I did like the, like, Land of Fables and whatnot. I thought that was really cool. I really liked the story of Blood and Wine, but I think just, I don't know. For some reason, maybe Shawnee. Maybe it's just Shawnee. So do you want to know another possible way Sayana's conversation with Anna could have gone? And another thing that could have happened way before that. Yeah, lack of dialogue choice is annoying, but that happens in every game that lets you choose dialogue. There's only so much you can code for, and I understand that. But this game suffers from it, like, especially. This game meaning the whole Witcher series. Like, it suffers from that a bit. It's just like, yes or no. And it's like, where's the middle option? I always tend to be in the gray area of things. Usually. It depends. Whoreson Jr., I was very clear-cut on where I was with that. I was like, nope, you are dying, period, in the most vicious and horrible way I can think of. The game didn't let me do that, but in my brain, that's how he died. Or that's how I killed him, rather. Yeah, gray area for life. But it's just like, there's not that many options in a lot of RPGs. Like, when they let you choose the dialogue, the gray area option is usually what's missing. This game, like, half the time when I'm like, I think it's in between choice 1 and choice 2, but I'm gonna pick choice 1. I pick choice 1, and then Geralt says all the things, like all the nuances that I would have said. That happened sometimes, which I appreciated. But yeah, Bouchery and Joe, if you want to tell me the things you want to tell me, this is like spoiler time. If you don't want spoilers for the other ways that the game could have gone down, then this is the time to say goodbye. And you can come back when I'm playing Stardew Valley once the credits are over and we're done talking about The Witcher. But yeah, I really liked this game. It was way longer than I was prepared for, I think. It's hard for me to say that because it's not like a time frame. I don't know, at a certain point I was just like, I was still enjoying it. I enjoyed it until the end. I enjoyed playing it, but at the same time I was also ready for a different experience. So there were some times I got a little impatient. Like I didn't do any of the treasure hunts, and I skipped a lot of the notice boards. That sort of thing. If you didn't give Scion the ribbon, Detlef's swipe would have killed her. Right. What's the next game going to be? We will discuss that in a minute. One outcome when Syanna and Anna hug. Syanna grabs Anna's hairpin, then shanks her with it? Oh my god! Then Syanna takes a crossbow to the neck. Oh, I read that backwards. My brain said Anna took the hairpin and shanked Syanna, and I was like, holy shit. She's like, you betrayed me now! Either way, that's fucked up, but that's what everyone was expecting to happen in chat. Everyone's like, oh yeah. One to 10, how much did you like it? I don't know. It's hard for me to judge things based on that. Especially because, like I said, I think I would have been better off taking some time. I mean, like, part of me like wanted to get all of the DLC. I didn't want fucking spoilers anymore. I was like, it needs to be done. And also, I know that there are a lot of people who have been boycotting my stream because they don't want spoilers for The Witcher, and then that would have been another whole stretch of time when people would have to avoid hanging out. Oh, my monitor went to sleep. Wake up, we're not done with you. I just wasn't touching the mouse, I'm gesturing. Lots of gesturing. Yeah, if you didn't talk to Syanna before the ceremony or picked some different dialogue choices, shanking happens. But yeah, so I just wanted to finish it. I wanted to be done with the Witcher universe until I eventually decide to read the books, but that's a long time from now, probably. But I wanted to be, like, done with the Witcher universe for now. I wanted to finish my experience with it and then move on to something else rather than coming back to it. So, I think that in terms of storytelling, it felt jarring to then go back and play Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine. That got me at the end of the last DLC too. I was like, oh. You know.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
New quest, be it ever so humble. I gotta go the fuck home. Alright. Well, before I go home, before I do this, yeah, I think that storytelling-wise, it's kind of like when I'm reading a book. If I finish a book, let's say I finish the book in the evening, I will not start another book until the next day. I give myself a little bit of buffer period so I can, like, sit there and, like, let it simmer and think about it and just, like, let whatever thoughts and emotions and what have you kind of wash over me. Even if I, like, start, you know, watching a movie or cooking dinner, whatever I end up doing, I will not start another book the same night. And I kind of feel like I should have done that with this, and I didn't. And I know why I didn't, and it made sense at the time, and I didn't know that I was going to feel this way. Because obviously I didn't know the stories of Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, and I, like... it would have been nice to have that separation, but how the fuck was I supposed to know? I could totally get that. I did the same with Skyrim. Went in just wanting to experience the main story and a few of the big guild stuff. It was so hard to stay on track. See, I liked going and doing everything. And I feel like I did most of it quest-wise. I didn't go for any of the question marks, although I was intending to because OCD, and I was like, nope. Boucher made a good point. He's like, please don't. You will not like the game if you do this. And I was like, okay. I was like, I will listen to you. It's just, I like going and doing everything. But, like, this game, when the fuck did I even start this? Like 2 months ago, literally? I think it was literally 2 months ago. I'm gonna check, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of whatever this is. I can't see chat right now, just so you know. Give me just a second. Completed. Sort by date completed. So I finished Dishonored 2 March 16th. It is now May 3rd. That's how fucking long it took me. That is ridiculous. That's a lot of game, and I didn't even do everything. I did a lot of it. I feel like I saw most of it, and I'm totally content with that. I do not have any desire to go see other things. I do the same with TV shows that hit really hard. I have to wait a while and let it sink in. I do that with movies too. If I just saw a really good movie, I don't like talking about it right after. People are like, oh, what did you think? And I'm like, just leave me alone. I obviously don't say that because I don't want to be rude. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to sit here and let my brains do stuff. Oh, that's a child. I thought that was a necker, by the way. He was like hunched over and the coloring on his shirt was like kind of gross. Sorry, small child. I think I only ever did that with Doctor Who. When I got to the end of
That's what they call
4's
mature
episodes.
reliability.
4.
Thank you, Geralt of Rivia.
You're welcome. So, my goal right now is to not run into any of these people. Wait, where the fuck am I? Let me find a fast travel. I don't need to be running all the way to there. We're gonna go to the Beauclair port. Beauclair port. It's like Beauc Airport. I for some reason thought I was closer than that. Okie dokie. I honestly don't remember. I'm trying to think of what you were playing when I started watching your streams. No, the last thing I played was Dishonored 2, and I knew that, but I just needed to look up the date. I didn't remember quite when I had finished it. It's an in-depth RPG. That amount of time is reasonable. I mean, so to give you an example... Or... So to give you an example, Divinity Original Sin is a perfect example. I loved the fuck out of that game. I spent, very willingly, 134 hours. Well, 133 hours, 56 minutes in that game. I did not get fatigued with it. I was not like, I'm ready for another experience, but I have more games, so I'm going to finish it. I don't love open world. That's just how I am. I like to look in every corner and see everything, and you can't do that in a game like this. And I do know that. I get that.
Leon and Matilda.
Okay. But this game, I'll have to tell you guys exactly... Hold on. I know that we have a few more minutes. But I'm on 150 hours with this game. 150 hours.
Let me give you a kiss, you dashing young
That's not just like generic RPG time. That's a lot of time. Like 103, like the vanilla time It's about 105 is what I estimated. I took 103. That's like big RPG time.
Master Witcher.
50
some
extra
unknown
fucking
individual
hours, dude.
barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
He's so distressed.
What's that smell?
I don't know. What is the smell? I'm intrigued. Somebody's luggage. My heart wants it to be Shawnee so bad. Oh no, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. Take that exit. Oh, Siri! That's so exciting.
Good.
That's
Come.
exciting.
Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
Aww.
What did you bring?
A Garkin from Angren. I slew it. All by my lonesome.
Good job.
That why you left Carrera so suddenly? Had no idea where you'd gone. Your note was puzzling. Don't try to find me. Threw me for a loop.
That was silly. It's just that I felt stifled in your shadow. I'd have suffocated had I stayed. So when I read that notice, the contract, when I saw Angren, I knew I had to do it. Alone. Without my nanny.
I'm not your nanny.
I'm not your nanny. I believe in you. Like my new house?
The house is lovely, but it could use a bit of work.
What?
Yeah, got plans for it, don't
We've
worry.
renovated the shit out of this
Wanna
house,
go
girl.
outside? Could show you the grounds.
Are you high? Oh, that's exciting. Hey, Insomnia Nights. I'll read chat in a second. I'm just trying to experience this moment. Doubt you'd like it. I doubt she would like it too, but if she wants to stay, she can stay. So like that's where I'm at, you know. I so badly wanted it to be Shawnee, and I told, like, my physical heart was like getting all excited and nervous, and I was like, you shut up, heart. Shut your dick. It's not gonna be Shawnee. It's not going to be. Stop. But it wanted it so bad. Anyway.
What's stopping you?
Actually, not a thing. I slew a Garkin, collected my bounty. I believe I'm owed some respite.
Yeah, let's take a vacation.
Indeed you do, mademoiselle. As my major domo would say.
You've a butler?
A steward. Name's Barnabas Basil. BB for short, though I don't know if he likes it. He's the one let you in. I'll ask him to bring in some fruit, a beverage. You can spend the rest of the day lying about.
He's a lovely fellow. You're gonna love him. He's a bro.
Nothing
He's a
would
good
make
bro.
me happier.
You're a witcher. How's I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Contract in Angren. Tell me.
Angren, how'd it go? Garcanes can be pretty tough opponents.
That's why I had to lure this one to a place both spacious and empty, where it would have nowhere to hide. I found an abandoned crypt far from any town or village.
Good choice. Always best to avoid additional casualties, so your foe had nowhere to hide. But the bastard was still damn quick, I bet.
Not as quick as I am. My greater worry was its strength. I was far outclassed there. But a dose of black blood did the trick. We fought a while, I feigned a mistimed dodge and let it drink. The rest was easy.
Ooh. Very smart. City, so smart. Run into any hate yet?
Encountered the most charming aspect of being a witcher yet?
Which aspect is that?
The hatred, disgust, that strange blend of admiration, fear, and contempt.
They set their hounds on me in one village. In another, they forbade me from taking a drink from their well. Other than that, it's been all right. No one's tried to cheat me out of my reward so far.
I'd hoped
Oh, her dagger's still freaking.
Geralt, when they treat a woman
Some things
differently
never
in
change.
this world, it hardly ever means better. Quite the opposite.
It's too real. Oh, that was too real. You're a witcher. How's it feel?
Being a witcher anything like you imagined?
Geralt, I didn't have to imagine anything. Remember, before we parted, we walked a good stretch of the path together.
Journeyman and master, though, not the same thing.
I'm still a long way from mastering anything, but I am trying. Anyway, I did
Someone
learn from the
puking
best.
in the background? How distracting.
Just passed on what worked for me. Or at least tried to.
I was thinking of Eskel and Lambert.
So, no regrets? Choice you made?
Not at all. I'm doing what I ever wanted to do. Being who I wanted to be. I believe that's one definition of happiness.
It's the best definition. I like that this is see you later. Not like, let's have a drink, or like, let's rest, or like, just sit silently. It's like, okay, bye! Like, Geralt gets up and walks away.
See you later, Ciri.
Take care of yourself.
Ha! Yay! Alright, I'm gonna save the game. And goodbye! Yeah, it's cute they have matching scars. So... Oh, wait, shit! I forgot the gift that he left me. I have to go do that, don't I? I have to go do that. Just kidding! Guys, I'm not done. I'm glad I saved. I'm not done. Fuck! What are you updating? Witcher's updating now. Get the fuck out of here. I totally forgot. I'm gonna go back in and go look, even though I would have preferred to do that first and then have the chat with Ciri and role-playing. I would have just sat there and chilled with her. Stories in this game made all other games since feel so lacking in the side quest story department. Interesting. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up on chat while I wait for the game to stop updating so I can play it for 2 more seconds. I feel so silly. I totally forgot. I probably wouldn't have had the time/drive to do a first playthrough of a game this long and stream it all without off-screening to do a ton of stuff, so props. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I cut out. Like, I cut out all the Gwent games. There's side quests I didn't pick up, but I don't feel like I missed anything. I don't feel the desire to go back and do any of it. I'm not like, aw, damn, I didn't do this, dirk-a-lur. I don't care. And I don't care in a I'm satisfied with the experience type of way. I'm still not caught up on chat. Hang on. Tried to play Dragon's Dogma. What's this shit game? Divinity is one of my favorites. I also spent 200-ish hours in it, and I will again with Divinity 2 once it fully releases. Yeah, I'm excited for Divinity 2. I probably won't get it right on release, but I do plan on buying it. And I'm totally down to play Divinity a second time. Like, I knew once I finished it, I was like, I will play this again. So I kept it installed. Most games, I uninstall them when I finish them. And then everyone's like, oh, adorable. Care to know all 4 options of who comes to visit? There's options? All right, let me finish this. Where the fuck am I? Where did she take me to? All right. I know it's silly, but I need the quest marker or I will get lost. I will get lost if I try to find my own way. Yeah, what are the options? And if one of them is Shani, I will shit myself. What are the options? Who visits me? I like that Ciri came to visit me. I think that's probably the best one. I was gonna be really upset if it was Yennefer. I was gonna be like, fuck that. I think it would have been adorable if Kira and Lambert came to visit me, though I doubt that would happen. I would have been so excited to see Zoltan and Dandelion, and we would have a grand old drunken time. box and a letter. Mutagenerator. The fuck is that? Letter. Dear Geralt, if you are reading these words, it means I am already far beyond the borders of Toussaint, and you have found my mutagenerator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste, or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I have been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished and I am convinced as any inventor can be, before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the mutagenerator generates mutagens. It operates by absorbing electromagical energy waves from bodies, in this case the bodies of monsters and evildoers you kill, and when it has absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount, the mutagenerator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you will make good use of. That's really neat. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if it is green, red, or blue. Chance, yet I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rohelek Terzief Godefroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the mutagenerator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may the gift serve you well. That's adorable. Thanks. Aw. I'm gonna save the game. Yay! Now I'm gonna quit. So this item's really useful. Really only useful if you do New Game Plus. I mean, I wanted to know what it was. I come back from shower and Dukes is here. Yeah, he's here sometimes. Sometimes, so the options are Triss, Yennefer, Ciri. Ew, you can romance Ciri? That's gross. Oh, or Dandelion. Okay. Those are interesting. But no Shani, because the game hates Shani, and it doesn't want her to be an option, even though it does. Oh, Boutry, don't you even Kappa me with that. Don't you even Kappa me with that. I would be so upset. Okay, let me go to full screen. I would be so upset if I just, like, didn't get to do that in time before Endgame took over without warning. Oh, man. I would be so upset. Will the last hour stream be dancing and karaoke? Not if I wanted to get muted. She works in the medical field. I know she does. She's in Kedwin right now. Like, in-game lore, she's in Kedwin helping stitch people up. And I would totally go to her, but the game doesn't have that as an option. Anyway, I think for the last hour, we'll just hop into Stardew, play a couple of days in that, because it's installed and whatnot. And, in terms of the game, Shani boys! Oh, such a Shani boy. I am a Shani boy through and through. In terms of what game I'm playing next. So, if you are not in the Discord, I urge you to be in the Discord, because that is where you get to have input on what the fuck I do. Not always, but when I offer options, that is where I go. Also, there's no one has signed up for Friendship Friday yet, so that spot is still open, and if nobody does, I will probably just play Stardew. I might do something else, who knows. If I can't think of anything else that would be interesting, then we're gonna do Stardew on Friday. So hopefully Friendship Friday, hopefully whatever. So, one of the next games, okay, let me start over. I'm getting too excited. I'm talking before my brain finishes the thought, so it's just like words that don't make sense. So here's what's gonna happen. Now that I've finished The Witcher and all of its DLC, I'm done with the games. I can't believe it. What What game you thinking for Friday? Well, it depends. If someone signs up for Friendship Friday, then it's whatever game they pick. But starting next week is my new schedule. So the new schedule that I have drawn up, I need to open it because honestly, I will screw it up because it's confusing. It's not confusing, I just don't have it lodged in my brain yet. So where did it go? I made a graphic that I now need to change because I changed my mind a little bit. So the new schedule, which is going to start on Monday, so that I have the weekend to do any sort of setup and stuff that I need to do for that. The new schedule, let me see, can I screen share? Screen capture. This is going to be the new schedule. Can you see that? Is that too small? I'll make it a little bit bigger. You can cover my microphone. Here we go. Whee! So this is the new schedule. And I apologize to any of my streamer friends that this overlaps with, but between what's best for the people who are already my viewers and Fred's schedule and all of that sort of thing, this is what it came down to. So the thing that I'm going to change is that these morning slot thingies are going. So this is the change that this is going to be, is that this is going to be 11 to 3 so that I have more time before I have to start at 7. So I have time to go do other things. And by the way, Boutry, this is purple. Just so you know, this is not pink. So game 1 is going to be in the morning time. Game 2 is going to be in the nighttime. Note that there is an extra day for game 1. So game 2 is not going to have as much time during the week because of Friendship Friday. I guess if on weeks where no one signs up for Friendship Friday, I'll just play game 2. That's what I will do. Or Stardew Valley if I like really